How's it going, everyone? Boba here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to have the best Zoom/stream/video conference call setup that you can possibly get. How's it going, everyone? Boba back here at the studio, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to have one of the best streaming/video Zoom conference call setups that you can get. Now that we live in a new norm in society, a lot of people are remote learning and working remotely from home, and they're using programs like Zoom and online video conference calling, and more people are streaming as well. So today I wanted to make a video on how to show you guys how to have the most professional, best looking stream/video conference calling setup that you can get. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into this video, and I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do this. So the things we're going to need. First things first, we're going to need some type of capture card, some type of HDMI to USB to go into your computer that's going to convert your video through your computer to allow you to stream or capture your video. So I like to use the Elgato camlink. This is the 4K variant. You don't need 4K if you want to do 1080p or 720p. Most likely you'll probably be doing 720p, but there are cheaper options than the camlink, the Elgato camlink, but I do like the Elgato camlink because this is the one that I have never had an issue with compatibility or anything. So there are cheaper options on Amazon. There's something in my eye. But there are cheaper options on Amazon if you're looking for more of a budget option. There are plenty of options on Amazon that are a lot cheaper than this. The next thing we're gonna need is we are gonna need a tripod, some sort of tripod or camera mount. Right here I have the Joby GorillaPod. This is one of the best, most versatile tripods on the market in my opinion. They are not cheap, but again, there are other variants on Amazon that are a little bit more affordable. The next thing we're gonna need is upgrade from a webcam. Now, if you know me, I don't like webcams. I think webcams are one of the biggest wastes of money, seeing that they're in the hundreds of dollars and you can never get a really good picture out of them. I have better options. So more of a budget option is a used GoPro. Right here I have the GoPro Hero 6 Black. This natively has the outputs and the inputs that we need. So it has the USB-C and the HDMI mini output. And the reason why I recommend getting a Hero 6 Black and under not getting the 8 or the 9 is because you have to get media mods to go with those, and those are an extra $80 you have to slap on top of buying the GoPro itself. So I would recommend going with like a GoPro Hero Black 6 or like a 7. I'm not sure which other ones, but I have the 6, so I know the 6 for sure works, and you can get the 6s for a pretty decent price off eBay. They're not too hard to find. Or you could get something like a mirrorless camera. Right here I have the Sony a6000, and you can get this camera currently brand new for around $600. Sony recently just discontinued these, and these are a great camera, not only for live streaming, not only for video. They take great pictures. They have a really good crop sensor in them. But this is a good camera. Now, be warned, the Sony a6000 does not support 4K. So if you want a 4K camera, you're gonna have to get one that supports 4K. But there are plenty of options that are affordable out there. But what I have on hand is the Sony a6000. Another thing to keep in mind is if you're using a mirrorless camera or a DSLR, you have to make sure that it has what's called clean HDMI out. And what that means is you can stream and use conference calling without having all the crap in the way, you know, like all the recording settings and everything. So you need to make sure it's compatible. Now, the cool thing about Elgato is they have a complete list of cameras that are compatible with clean HDMI that will work with this. And again, the Sony Alpha 6000 or A6000 has clean HDMI out. It's as simple as plugging it into this and you're pretty much ready to go. Now, obviously, we are gonna have good video, but you gotta have good audio too. Audio is probably the most important thing, in my opinion, when it comes to streaming or any type of conference calling. So we are gonna bust out the affordable Moano AU-PM461TR. You can get this microphone for under $40, and it's a USB plug-and-play microphone, and you can see the review right up here of this microphone. It is one of the best budget microphones on the market, and it sounds phenomenal. The next thing we're gonna need is some sort of power situation. So if you're using a GoPro, you're gonna need a compatible USB cable that is going to power your GoPro while you're streaming. You cannot use battery power on these. If you use battery power, they're gonna get very hot and they're gonna run out of battery very quick. So for the GoPro, you're gonna need a USB cable that's compatible with your GoPro. Right here, I have a USB-C cable. And for the mirrorless camera, you're gonna have to get what's called a dummy battery. Now, dummy batteries are actually pretty affordable. On Amazon, you can get them. This one here was 20 bucks, and it is compatible with a lot of different Sony cameras. And all I do is I plug this in, and it plugs into a wall outlet, and boom, I have infinite power, and my camera's not gonna overheat on me or die. And finally, the last thing that we need is we are gonna need a HDMI mini to HDMI out. To a full-size HDMI. And the full-size HDMI is going to plug into your video capture card of your choice. Again, right here I have the Elgato camlink. And this is what's going to supply your video to your computer. As far as supplies, that is all we're going to need. So we are gonna go ahead and jump over to my computer desk and we're gonna get this set up.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and plug the HDMI, normal size HDMI, straight into the camlink. Now, when we plug it in the camlink, then we're going to take the camlink 4K and we're going to go ahead and plug the camlink or video card capture card of your choice straight into the USB 3.0 port on your computer. Now, pro tip, make sure the light on the capture card, at least the Elgato camlink, is fully on and that is showing that there is a video signal going to the capture card. All right, everybody, Boba here. Now, this is what it would look like if you use the Sony mirrorless A6000 camera. And like I said, I showed you how to set up the camlink, 4K camlink. Now, again, we are only recording this in 1080p. So this is the kind of video quality and image that you can get if you use a mirrorless camera. So this is really gonna upgrade your Zoom calls. This is gonna upgrade a lot of your stuff to make it look as professional as possible. Your streaming, your Zoom calls, conference calls, any type of video conference stuff, this is gonna make you look top tier. Now, I wanna tell you guys that I do have a pretty good lens on this camera right now. I mean, it's a middle of the line lens. It is a Sigma 16mm f1.4. Which means the focal length is at 1.4, which is pretty good, which is really going to make the background a lot blurrier to separate me from my background. So I just want to point that out. You can use the kit lens with this camera and it'll still look really good, but this is with a Sigma 16mm lens. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in Streamlabs OBS how you would be able to set this camera up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to add a video capture device and an audio capture device. Again, we are using the Moano plug and play $40 microphone off Amazon right now, and it sounds really good. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick how you would add this to Streamlabs OBS if you are looking to do streaming with this setup. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna add a source here, and you're gonna go into video capture device, which I already have added, so pretend I add this video capture device, and you're gonna double click your video capture device, and this is gonna bring up your little menu here. So you're gonna go on your drop down menu, and this is where you're gonna select your camera. So we are using the camlink 4K, so this is what we're gonna leave it on, and done. That's it. That's how you get the camera. Next, when you wanna add audio, it's literally the same thing. You just could find audio output capture, pretend I added it, double click, and we go down to USB condenser microphone. And there you go. And that's how you set it up through Streamlabs OBS. Now we're gonna hop over to Zoom and I'm gonna show you guys how to set this up through Zoom. Okay, everybody, this is how you are going to do this setup in your settings in Zoom. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So you're gonna go up to settings, you're gonna go to video, and there I am right there in the Zoom previewer right there. So essentially what you would do is if it didn't pop up automatically, you would just do, just like in OBS, you would just do your drop down window, your drop down menu, and you would select camlink or whatever device, whatever video capture device you are using. Now again, beware that when you buy some of those cheaper capture cards off of Amazon, sometimes they are not compatible with programs like Zoom or Discord, so you can have video conference calls issues and compatibility issues, so keep that in mind. All right, so now for audio. Audio is pretty simple on this. It's the same thing. You're going to go down to microphone, not speaker, microphone. You're going to go down to microphone, and you're going to do the drop-down menu, and you're going to select USB condenser mic. And yeah, that's how you would set it up in Zoom, and that's how you would set it up in Streamlabs OBS. Now again, this is what would give you a professional, high-grade video conference and streaming type setup here. A mirrorless camera or a GoPro. These are going to be very good tools, and they are going to completely outdo a webcam any day of the week. They are just that much better. Now to set up the GoPro, it is literally the same thing, at least for the GoPro Hero 6. It is literally the same thing as the mirrorless camera. There is no difference. All right, guys, I'll catch you back over at the studio table.
All right, everybody, Boba back here at the studio. And I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. I hope I can help somebody out who wants to upgrade their stream or upgrade their video conference calls. I know there's other videos on YouTube showing that setup, but I figured I would just throw my 2 cents in there on how to do it. Now, again, I want to say that 2 tips that I have if you use the GoPro method. 1, try to plug the USB cable, the USB power cable, into a power-only USB port. And that's going to prevent your computer from constantly trying to connect to your GoPro and causing a big headache. Just plug it into a USB power port, some type of like phone charger USB port, anything other than your computer. Second thing is, do not put a battery in your GoPro when you are streaming with it or using it for video conference calls, because again, that is going to cause a lot of heat in your GoPro and could potentially permanently damage your GoPro. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was trying something a little bit different on a how-to video. I love to help people, and yeah, that's just kind of what my channel's about, doing tech stuff, tech review and unboxing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if I helped you, please give me a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.